AFI team. Gary here, your Virginia State Liaison, and wanted to do a quick little book review for you. So if you're not familiar with book reviews, this is a whole bunch of stuff that Trevor's been working on the YouTube channel here, and highly encourage any of you out there watching this from the AFI team to submit any book reviews, whether it be written, blog post type book reviews or video content like this. You can always reach out to either myself or Trevor. Check out the email contact information in the description below. At any rate, today we're going to talk about quickly the Walking Towards Peace, and this is by Cindy Ross, and it's Veterans Healing on America's Trails. So I read this a while ago, and it's something I'm going to probably do a reread on here as we get into the hiking season. At any rate, discuss kind of another good reminder, on the importance of getting out there on the trails, whether it just be in the backcountry trails or on some of our national trails out there. For me, the big one being the Appalachian Trail. This book is it's great. Written by a woman, Cindy Ross, as I said, but she lives up in Pennsylvania near Pine Grove Furnace area, which is the unofficial halfway point, if you will, of the Appalachian Trail. A place I'm intimately familiar with, being originally from Pennsylvania and hiked all over those sections of the trail. Since I've been here in Virginia the last 3 years, I've spent a lot of time out there on the trail, and I'm sure like many of you, I can attest to the importance of being out there on the trail, reconnecting with nature, and just kind of being able to decompress a little bit. It's always a very restful experience, overall, both maybe not necessarily physically, but definitely mentally and emotionally. And for many of us, myself included, it can be difficult to discuss a lot of the issues that we have. I know for a lot of years I really struggled with it, and now I find myself being more willing to discuss it with family and friends, and just in general. With the book, she does a great job of highlighting individuals. So each chapter is one individual's story and their experience with coming back from whether it be Iraq, Afghanistan, or otherwise, and then dealing with a lot of trauma and getting themselves kind of back on their feet. In most cases, there are some pretty hard stories to read in here that are going to get to you a little bit. I mean, they hit home. They did for me, at least. But each of those chapters, like I said, highlights an individual or a couple of individuals and talks about their story with getting out on the trails, or in some cases there's a couple other like slight alterations to it due to physical ability. We have some people that are amputees that get out here and do some of the different trail systems that are available to them. So I find it was a really, really good book to sit down and read. It took me a while to read it, simply because it was one of those things where I'd sit down and just read a chapter, read one person's story, and then have to kind of digest that a little bit. And part of it is just, like I said, this book will hit home for many of you out there who've experienced some of the stuff that we've had to deal with as a military, a nation's military over the last 20 years. There's a lot of good friends that and that we've lost over the years, and both to the violence of war and to the struggle within after they've come home. Too many of my friends are gone because of both of those reasons. I wish there was a lot more opportunity out there, to highlight these opportunities. That's the big part about AFI, and that's why this book here kind of hits home. Is our desire to get veterans in the outdoors and heal some of those traumas that many have had to deal with and are still dealing with. So I highly encourage you, go out and read this book, and let me know what you think. Drop some comments in here and reach out to us. Do your own little book review on it if you so desire. Keep reading, guys. There's tons of amazing reading out there. As a matter of fact, one of the things that's great about like this book, and it highlights in here, if you didn't know, the founder of the Appalachian Trail was a World War II vet, and he went out and basically found the route that he wanted for this trail system to help heal his own wounds coming back from war. So good little history lesson for you there, and it's how one of our most iconic National Trail Systems came to be was because of a World War II veteran who needed a space to heal from the traumas of war. There you have it. Thanks for watching, and come back and see us again.